Hello students, good afternoon. In previous class we have discussed our unit 3 poem My Shadow and its exercise. Today we are going to discuss our story part, that is Robinson Crusoe discovers a footprint. So in the story Robinson Crusoe is there. What he discovers? He discovers a footprint. You see the image also is given Robinson Crusoe's, and he discovers this kind of a footprint. Footprint, our leg, our foot is there. If you put it on a sand, you will get this kind of a print. So he discovers footprint. On that, we are going to discuss our story. Okay. So before this starting of the story, some points are given. Robinson Crusoe's ship had been destroyed by the sea. He had been alone for many years and longer for company. One day he discovers a footprint on the sand. Let's find out what he did then. So, what is the scene here? That Robinson Crusoe's ship was there. It got destroyed by the sea. See, in the sea, if there is a storm is coming, so it can break anything. Okay, it can break a large ship also. So here in our story also, Robinson's ship got destroyed by the sea, and he was living alone many years in some island. Okay. One day he discovers a footprint on the sand. Let's find out what he did then. So here, what happens? One day he discovers a footprint on the sand. So we need to find out what he did then. After that, what he did when he find out that kind of footprint. Okay, so I'll read it and I will explain it. So one day when I was going towards my boat, I was surprised to see the footprint of a man on the sand. I stood amazed, I listened, I looked around me. I could neither hear nor see anything. I went up higher to look down. I went up the shore and down the shore, but it was no good. I could find no other footprint but that one. I went to it again to see if there were any other footprint and to tell if it had been my imagination. But I was not mistaken, for there was exactly the print of a foot, toes, heel, every part of a foot. I could not imagine how it came there. I stayed a long time thinking, but became more and more confused. So one day, here I means Robinson Crusoe. We have Robinson Crusoe talking with himself. So he used I. Okay. So one day, any day, when I was going toward my boat, means Robinson Crusoe was going toward his boat. We are talking. Okay. I was surprised to see the footprint of a man on the sand. So Robinson Crusoe was surprised. Why he was surprised? That he was surprised because he found a footprint on the sand. I stood amazed. I listened. So what happened? That Robinson Crusoe was surprised about that footprint. How it came like that. So he started to listen. I looked around me. So Robinson Crusoe looked around him also. Is there any other person is there or something like that? He started to looking. I could neither hear nor see anything. So Robinson was not able to see anything or not able to hear anything. If anyone is there, then there will be some noise will come. But nothing was there. I went up higher to look down. I went up the shore and down the shore. After that, what Robinson did that to find out whose footprint is, he went up higher to look down. He went on the hill higher. If anyone is there, I can see. So like that way, he went up, very up, and then he didn't find anything. So what he did, he went to the shore and down the shore. But it was no good. Means at the shore, see, at the shore also sea is there, so sea shore will be there, right? Sea is a sea has a shore. It means where the land and sea are meeting, that portion, that area or that zone, we call it as a shore. Okay, so he didn't find anything there also. Again, I could not. I could find no other footprint but that one. I went to it again to see if there were many more footprints and to tell if it had been my imagination. So again, Robinson Crusoe went for looking another footprint. Okay, if it is there or it is my imagination. To confirm that, he went again. But I was not mistaken, for there was exactly the footprint of a foot, toes, heel, every part of a foot. So again he found the more exact footprint with the toes, heel, every part of our foot. I could not imagine how it came there. Robinson was not able to imagine that how it came there, right? Then I stayed a long time thinking, but became more and more confused. So Robinson waited there, and he got more and more confused about that. See, this is Robinson bot. Okay, yes. So let's see. At last, I returned home very frightened. Looking behind me, after very 2 or 3 steps, mistaken every bush, bush and tree to be a man. When I came to my cave, which I called my castle, I ran inside it as if I was being chased. I do not remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the rock, which I called the door. I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. So at last I returned home very frightened. So in the last, what happened? Robinson was frightened and he went to home. Okay, looking behind me after every 2 or 3 steps, mistaken every bush and tree to be a man. So you see here he is looking behind, backside. If anyone is there, so he started like that way and he was frightened and he went to his home. When I came to my cave means in a hill station there will be cave, right? Some hole type is there. So in that cave he used to live. You see here, this is the cave entry. Okay, here inside we will go like that way. Robinson used to call that his castle. Castle means one kind of a mahal. I ran inside it as if I was being chased. That Robinson ran too fast that what we can say that he feels like he is being chased. Like that way he ran inside. I don't remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the rock, which I called the door. I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. So Robinson ran very fastly inside that rock, or which he calls a door of his castle. So he went fastly, and how fast he ran? He ran that much fast that no animal can run faster than him. Like that way he ran. Okay. Next. I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. Thought it could be one of the savage of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in small boat. Okay. Luckily, I was not on shore at that time. But what if he had been seen my boat? If he had seen the boat, he would have realized that someone lived on the island and would soon return with other to kill and eat me. And so I lay fearful for many days and prayed for protection. Okay, in doing so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. But even now, as I went forward, I looked behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. However, as I went about for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bolder. Okay, I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint once more. I decided to measure it with my own foot mark. As I came closer to the footprint, I realized that it could not be my footprint because I had not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Secondly, as I placed my foot alongside that footprint, it seemed larger than my own. My fear returned. I went home again, believing that there was someone there. The island was inhabited. The island was inhabited. So, what happens here? I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. So, Robinson was not able to sleep that night once he found the footprint. Okay, and he became more afraid. I thought it could be one of the savages of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in a small boat. Here, savages, mainland, wandered are the new word. Okay, so what is the meaning of savages? Savages means wild people in a primitive state. So wild people are there in a jungle or a forest. You see, there will be wild people, right? Who used to live in a jungle. So he feels like that savages are there. And in mainland means large continuous extended land. Means so many large continuous range is there of land that we call it as a mainland. Who had wandered out to the sea. It means wandered means go from one place to other place without definite route. So there is no route is there where go, but they will roam one place to another place, one place to another place. They will go, but they will not decide where they are going. Okay, like that way they are wandered to sea in a small boat. Like that way he feels. Okay, he feels that some wild people are staying here and they are wandering with a boat one place to another place. That's what they Robinson Crusoe was thinking. Luckily, I was not on shore that time. But what if he had seen my boat? If he had seen the boat, he could have really realized that someone lived on the island and would soon return with other to kill and eat me. So what Robinson feels like that? Luckily, I was not in that shore that time, right? And he feels like that. If someone have seen my boat, then he will get to know that someone is living here, right? If you are in a class and your sleepers are outside, so if someone is passing through, by seeing sleepers they can identify that someone is inside the classroom, right? So same way Robinson feels like that. What he feels like that someone is there. If he will find my board, then he will find that also that someone is living in this island. right? And then he will soon return to kill him and eat me, like that way Robinson thinking. And so I lay fearfully for many days and prayed for protection. In doing so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. But even now, as I went forward, I looked behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. So what happened that Robinson was late so many days he stayed in a cave for his safety, right? So many days he stayed in the cave itself. But one day again he went outside. When he went outside, what he did, he was looking backward and continuously checking if someone is following him or not, like that way. And little he is moving forward. Okay, why he was looking backside? Because still he was frightened. He was afraid, very afraid. He was frequently looking backside behind because he is frightened. Okay. However, as I went about for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bolder. I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint once more. I decided to measure it with my own footmark. So what happens then? After 2 3 days coming out, he was little bolder. Bolder is a new word, that more confident. Bolder means which has a more confidence. He is getting little more confident. And he went to the near to the shore to look out or examine that footprint. Okay. As I came closer to the footprint, I realized that it could not be my footprint because I had not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Secondly, as I placed my foot alongside that footprint, it seems larger than mine own. What happens? He went to look closer of that footprint. Okay. After that, what he did? He examined that footprint because he was not he no long after long time he is coming there. There is no chance that his footprint can be there. Secondly, what he did, that he checked his own footprint with that footprint, trying to match it, but it was totally different. Okay, what it was, it seems larger than my own, so it was totally different. Once he get bolder, he went to shore and then he checked his own footprint with that footprint in a sand, but he could not find any match. It was totally different than his own footprint. So what happened then? My fear returned. I went home again, believing that there was someone there. This island was inhabited. Inhabited means occupied or dwelled. Inhabited means someone has occupied this island, like that way he is thinking. So after seeing that footprint was not getting matched with his own foot, so he moved again to his home with a frightened means in a fear. With fear, he went again in that cave and believed that this island, on this island someone else also is there, and he occupied, or this island was occupied, this island has occupied by someone else, like that way he afraid and went. So this story is adapted from Daniel Foy's Robinson Crusoe. The story is adapted from Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. We should remember this, who from where it is adapted from Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Okay, so what is here, that we should be careful if we go unknown place. We should be careful and we should survive in any condition. Okay, what we learn here, that we should survive, like see Robinson has survived. Why? Because his boat is broken, still he survived in that forest. So we should be make our body like that way. We should be comfortable in any situation. Okay, and we should not afraid of anything which we don't know, but we should be more cautious. We should be more careful about if we don't know anything about that thing. Okay, like some animal is there, but you don't know what he can do, what that animal can do to you. So we should afraid with that. But if you know that is fine, but if you don't know, then you should afraid of that. Okay, you should be more careful with what you don't know. Okay. Yes, so here we have finished our story part. So in new words also, savage, mainland, wandered, boulder, inhabited, we have already seen. So let's give some question and answer and we'll do our exercise. So let's read. What made Robinson Crusoe think that the print on the ground was footprint? Okay, here what made Robinson Crusoe to think like that? That the print on the ground was footprint. Okay, what made Robinson to think? Have you any idea about what it can be? Yes or no? No? So let me explain. Okay. So what we can write that Robinson Crusoe thought so because it had every part of a food, toys, hill and etc. Because Robinson food also has all the toys, hill, all the things, right? So that's why Robinson felt like that it is a footprint. Why was Robinson afraid when he looked at the bushes and trees? Because Robinson was afraid because he mistook every bush and tree to be man following him. So Robinson ran, that time he was looking backside, right? He was feeling like a bushes and trees are a man which are following him. Like that way he was thinking. That's why he was afraid. Why did Robinson pray when he saw the footprint? Why Robinson was praying when he saw that footprint? Because Robinson thought that it was the footprint of savage. Savage means who can kill and eat, right? Who can kill Robinson and eat. So he became afraid that the savages would come to him with other savages and kill him. And therefore he began to pray for his safety. Right? So let's see 1, 2, 3 answer. I have already prepared. This one we have already seen. Here you can see what made Robinson Crusoe think that the print on the ground was footprint. That Robinson Crusoe thought so because it had every part of a food, toys, hill, etc. That's why he felt like that it is a that's how he found that it is a footprint. Why was Robinson afraid when he looked at the bushes and trees? Why was Robinson was afraid? Because Robinson was afraid because he mistook every bush and tree to be man following him. He felt like that every man and these tree and bushes are men which are following him. So he felt like that way. That's why he was afraid. Why did Robinson pray when he saw the footprint? Robinson thought that it was the footprint of a savage. Savage, I already told you what it is. So he became afraid that the savage would come to him with other savages and kill him. So some savages will come and kill the Robinson. That's why he was afraid. And therefore he begins to pray for his safety. So for that he was praying that the savages should not come and they should not kill me. That's how he was praying. Okay. Okay. So let's see the next exercise, next question, what it is. That choose the correct answer. Here, out of all, we need to select the correct answer. Okay. So Robinson ran back to his home as fast he could because he was racing, he was afraid, was in hurry to go home. So the correct answer is he was afraid, right? We have already seen. So he was afraid, that is the correct answer. He was afraid. So that will be our correct answer. Okay. He was afraid. If you know the story, you can give easily answer. He could not sleep because there was an animal outside his cave. He thought savages had come from the mainland. His bed was uncomfortable. No, the correct answer is he thought savages had come from the mainland. He felt like that savages will come from mainland and they will kill the Robinson. That's why he was afraid. Okay. So both as a B is a correct answer. Why was Robinson Crusoe sure that it was not his footprint? It didn't look like human footprint. It looked smaller than his. He had not come to this part of the beach in a long time. Why he felt like that? Because he had not come to this part. For a long time he had not came to this part. That's why that is the correct answer, that he had not come to this part of the beach in a long time. Where was Robinson Crusoe? Where he was? On a boat in town, alone on an island, and on an aeroplane. Obviously, he was in Iceland, so alone on an Iceland. That is the correct answer. You see, we have given our reading is fun exercise. We have completed our exercise. Okay. So now we need to talk. Let's talk. How would you feel if you saw unknown footprint outside your front door? If you were alone at home and suddenly someone knocked at your door, what would you do? See here, what is the situation is given to us. Like our home is there. In front of our home door, if you find any footprint, then what you will do? What you will feel? How you will feel? Right? It will be surprising to you, and you will try to find out whose footprint is. And if you are alone at home, what you will do if someone is knocking your door? What you will do? You will look from the hole in the door, and you will get to know that if someone is a knowing member is there, then you will open the door. Otherwise, you will ask what is the purpose to visit, why you came to my door. Like that way, you will ask before opening the door. If he gave the correct answer, he gives a, if you know that person, then only you will open. That kind of situation, you will do that kind of action, right? So let me show you what we can write here. That how would I feel if you saw unknown footprint outside your front door? That I would be surprised and I will try to find out and find them out, right? You will try to find them out whose footprint it. Okay. If you are alone at home, when you are alone at home and suddenly someone knocks at the door, what would you do? What you will do? That I will peep through the hole made in the door, right? You will look outside the door from the small hole. If she is one of my family members or relative, I would open the door. Right? If someone is family member is there, what you will do? You will simply open the door. Otherwise, I would ask him or her name and purpose of visit, and they would say to him or her to come later in the presence of my parents. Like if unknown person is coming to your door and you are alone at home, what you should do? You should ask the purpose why you came here. If he said I came to meet your parents or something like that, so what do you need to do? That you come later in presence of my parents. Like that way you can reply. So otherwise I would ask him or her name and purpose of visit, and they would say to him or her to come later in the presence of my parents. Okay. Yes. So this one we have seen. Let's go to the let's write. What we need to do, the word in the sentence are jumbled, write them in the order. One, see, alone was not Robinson and Iceland on. So these words are in a not a proper order, not in a correct order. So what we need to do in this task, we need to make it in a correct order, and we need to make a meaningful sentence. So first one is given. You see, alone was not Robinson an island on. That is no meaning at all. But if you arrange it, Robinson was not alone on an island. So that sentence makes meaning. So we need to write in a correct order. Was Iceland inhabited? So the correct sentence is the Iceland was inhabited. Footprint to someone this belonged. This footprint belonged to someone. I looked around me. I went towards footprint large. I went towards the large footprint. Was afraid I now. Now I was afraid. So you see, I have spoke all the sentences in a correct order. But let me show you the correct answer also. You see, second one is the Iceland was inhabited. Third, this footprint belonged to someone. I looked around me. I went towards the large footprint, and now I was afraid. You see here we have maintained in a correct order. You need to think about it which sentence is making a sense, or you can remember this our grammar to when we discuss that time you will get to know that we need to write in a subject plus verb plus object. In that format we can make a sentence from the given word. So here I have just rearranged and make a meaningful sentence. Okay, you can try. Okay, if other examples is there, you can try that also. Second exercise, fill in the blanks with the correct words. So here 4 sentences are given and 4 blank space are given. So we need to fill in the blanks with and, but, because, so. I was frightened, and or but or because or so any can come and cruise. Curious. Sorry, I was frightened and curious. So and or but I don't know what will come. We will discuss. I decided to go to the beach. Blank space. I went along the water edge. I ran as fast as I could. Blank. I was frightened. I was very tired. Blank. Confused. So here, if you see, what can be the correct answer? I was frightened. You are afraid, but curious. You see, frightened meaning is scared, and curious meaning you want to know something. So you are frightened, and still you want to know something. It means you can use a but as the correct answer. So I was frightened but curious. I decided to go to the beach. You have planned to go to the beach. I went along the water edge. With what you were? So is the correct answer. So I went along the water edge. I decided to go to the beach. You have planned. So what you did? So I went along the water edge. I ran as fast as I could. You ran as fast as I could. In blank space, I was frightened. Because why you ran fast as you can? Because you are frightened, right? So because is the correct answer. And I was very tired. You are very tired, but and confused. You are tired. Also, you are confused. So we will use and. So this is how we can finish our this exercise also. Okay, let's see the next. Write a story on strange footprint. Where did you see the footprint? What sort of a day was it? Did you see them at a night? What happened when you followed the footprint? What did you see? What happened then? So this exercise you need to write your own experience. When you went, when you found a footprint and what day it was and how you felt at that time, what you did after seeing footprint, what happened after that when you followed that footprint. So all experience you need to write here. Okay, so let me show the story of it, what I wrote, what I felt. One evening when I came back from my tuition classes, I saw one footprint made with thick mud on the stair. See, in home you might have seen on a stair with mud footprint, right? So one evening, when I came back from my tuition class, I saw one footprint made with a thick mud on the stair. I was surprised to see such large footprints. I could not guess whose footprints were those. They were certainly not my father's or my elder brother's. I followed the footprint and came to my door. I saw a tall and healthy middle-aged man standing there. When I asked him who he was, he told me that he was a gentleman, but right now he was seeking my help because everything belonging to him was looted while he was waiting for the train on the railway station. The man had just come and was going to press the call bell. As soon as he looked at me, he got nervous and told me his pathetic story. Meanwhile, my mother had opened the door. She took pity on the man and gave him food and clothes and some money. The man went away, giving me his blessing. So here, what I wrote in a story that one day, some in my state, when I came from the classes, I found the footprint of the thick mud, and after that, because that footprint was not my father and brother, because my father and brother were not at home, right? And it was a big in size. Okay. Then he went up. He found that middle-aged man was standing there, and he was seeking for help, right? Because he was looted while he was waiting at the railway station. Then he explained his story. When at the time my mother opened the door and gave him a food, clothes, and some money. And at last, that man gave a blessing to me and left. So this is how I created the story. You can write your own experience. Okay. So you can write this story also. So let's see fourth that use the joining words given below and join the sentences in column A and B. Or and so but because I can sing well. I forgot to post it. It was raining. He was late to school. We may go to Darjeeling. He wanted a football for his birthday. I can't dance at all. She wore raincoat. We may go to Simla. He wanted a book for his birthday. He missed the school bus. I wrote the letter. So group A and group B is given to us. What we need to do here. So let me show you the answer of it. See, I can sing well, but I can't dance at all. You see, example also given. I wrote the letter, but I forgot to post it. Right? You see, the similar words are there, like letter that you can post. Correct? Hmm? Singing and dance are a same field, like that way. Raincoat is there, then it related to raining. Shimla is there, so it related to one place. So Darjeeling also one place. Book for his birthday, and those things are there. Then in a B also one birthday option is there, right? And school bus is there. In B also one school is there, school mention. Right, so that way you need to identify which sentence is related to which, and you need to connect with this given words. Okay, so let's see the solution of it. I can sing well, but I can't dance at all. She wore a raincoat because it was raining. We may go to Shimla, or we may go to Darjeeling. He wanted a book and a football for his birthday. He missed the school bus, so he was late to school. I wrote the letter but forgot to post it. You see here, you can sing and can't dance. So you see, both are different. One you can do, one you cannot do. So we use the term but. And you have a raincoat, right? You have a raincoat, but it was because it was raining. You have dressed with a raincoat. Why? Because there was a raining. We may go to Simla, or means there is two option you have. So it means Shimla and Darjeeling. Either one place you can go. So we used or. In the fourth one, for birthday, what you want? Book and football. So we two things we want. So we used and. And if you miss the school bus, what you will do next? So he was late to school because of that only. So he was late to school. Wrote the letter. You wrote a letter and you have not posted it means but forgot to post it. So these are you can create the sentences. Let's see the next exercise. That is fun time. Look at the footprint show here. This is a footprint of the first man on the moon. His name was see the person who went first in the moon. What his name? Then his name is Neil Armstrong. What it was? Neil Armstrong. Okay. So I will show you the answer. Yes. See Neil Armstrong. That is the correct answer. Next exercise. Let's create a pyramid. Use the following clues. You need to see. First one is there. Two-letter word begin with B. So here you need to write with a B. Which word is starting with a B and it has a two word. Like that way this is for C. This is for D. This is for E and this is for F. Okay. So you need to write whichever words comes in your mind. Okay. I have wrote what I got. First one is a B, which is starting with a B. Second one is a cap, which is starting with a C. You can write cat also, C-A-T. Right, cat also you can write. Date also is a third one. Eagle. Eagle is a fourth one and fifth one is a freely. See, if you know the other words like this way, you can write. I already show you the cab. In that place you can write cat also. Correct? So if you know other words, you can write other words. Okay? Okay. Let's see the next one. Let's work in a pairs. Here we don't have a pair, so we just think. Have a conversation with your partner based on the picture. So you see the picture. Two policemen are there. Right? So we need to write down the conversation in between when these two will talk. This footprint is there, the cave is there. They have gun, whose footprint it looks like. So you can create a conversation. We need to write one conversation between these two people. It means hunter 1 and hunter 2. See, these both are hunter. So hunter 1 says, suppose this is hunter 1 and this is hunter 2. Okay. And they both are talking. So we need to write down by seeing this picture conversation. Hunter 1 says, look at the footprint in the mud. See, this hunter is looking the footprint. So he is telling this hunter 2 that look at the footprint in the mud. Like that way we need to write down the conversation. So I have created the conversation here. You see, hunter 1 look at the footprint in the mud. So hunter 2 said they appear to be of a cup. Okay. Then hunter 1 say it means the tiger has gone out in a search of a prey, leaving the cub behind in the cave. Okay, it feels like that the tiger might have went outside, leaving his cub. Then hunter 2 say you are right. In the absence of his mother, the cub is wandering here and there out of the cave. His mother is not there, so he is roaming around the place. Like that way he says hunter 2. Then hunter 1 says where may be the cube? Right? Hunter 1 says where may be the cub? Then hunter 2 says let's search it in every bush. So hunter 2 said let's search in every bush. Hunter 1 says Here is it, hurry up, catch it up. So under 1 say, here it is, let's catch. Under 2 say, now we should leave the forest immediately. After catching, under 2 said we should leave jungle immediately. It means forest. Forest immediately. So here you see, I have created one story of the picture. So here we have finished our exercise also. Right? If you have a doubt, you can ask me. Lastly, we see the spelling words. So let's begin with it. First one is disappoint. Disappoint means that is fail to fulfill the hope or expectation. If you are fail, see your parents think that you will get a 80% or 70%, okay, but you got a 60% or 65. It means your parents' expectation was 70%, but you got 65. So what happened? Your parents will get disappointed. They are not. You have not fulfilled the hopes of your parent. So it means you have disappointed them. That means the meaning of disappoint. Division. Division means two part or section, you can say. The action of separating something into parts or the process of being separated. So like in a class, boys and girls are sitting together, okay. But if we give this side boys should sit, this side girls should sit, right? So that what it will be? It will be division of boys and girls. So that is the division. Eight. Eight means constituting number 8 in a sequence. See, if you are writing in a sequence number, what will after 7? What will come? 8. That we call. We will not simply say 8. It is 8th. 8 th we will write. Okay. Then election. Here, sorry for this, but you can write th like this way. 8. Okay, like this way you can write 8. Election. Election means you are electing someone, a formal or organized choice by vote of a person for political officer or other position. For some position from 10 members, like in our class, I will say elect any monitor. What you will do? You will do election out of when you will give vote. Two members are there. One boy is there, one girl is there. Every student will give vote, right, to this boy or girl. And finally, that process we call it as a election. Elements. Elements one part or an essential or characteristic part of something abstract or something is there, and like our pan is there, right? So pan cap is there, that is the element of that pan, right? It is a part of that pan, so that we can say that it is the element of the pan. So that way some characteristic part of the something abstract. Energy, that is our strength, the strength and vitality of required for sustain physical or mental activity. Like you are in a class and you want to learn everything, what you need energy, right? If you have energy you can learn all things. So that is the meaning of energy. Enjoyment. Enjoyment means you are enjoying the state or process of taking pleasure in something. So means you are enjoying something, that we call it as an enjoyment. Equal. Begin the same in quantity, size, degree or value. Anything is there which has the same value or same size or same degree, any has the same quantity, same thing are there, we call it as equal. Okay, like you in our class, two students got 80%. What we can say, both have a equal percentage, right? That is the equal. Equation. Equation means some statement is there, some mathematical expression which is indicated by equal sign. Indicated by the sign equal, that we call it as a equation. Errands. Errands means a short journey undertaken in order to deliver or collect something, especially on someone's behalf. Like I ask any student, see, suppose I give a monitor to work on the to monitor the class. But what monitor does, monitor says another student to keep on eyes on the class, like some other person. He says, so what he did, he gave his work to other person, like that. Is here in similar way. Here collecting or delivery, you are doing something short journey. So your courier man is there. What he comes, he will collect or deliver something in a, especially on someone behalf. That is the meaning of errands. Okay, like you have ordered something, you have ordered something online. So that person should deliver it, but rather than that person, some other person comes and deliver to us. So that means that process we call it as a errands. Okay, student. So here we have finished our exercise. Kindly write the exercise in your textbook and notebook both. Maintain your notebook and write down the spelling words and new words in your notebook one time, and in rough book you can write it down. You need to write it down 5 times and you need to remember all the spelling words. Okay, thank you.